Hey there guys, welcome back. It's been a month since I received the Google Pixel 3a, so I'll be going over how it's been holding up so far. There are many things to like about the Pixel 3a besides the $399 price tag. For starters, the headphone jack is great to have back. It's nice to be able to charge your phone while having your earphones plugged in without the need of a dongle. So for anyone that still likes the headphone jack, the Pixel 3a and Pixel 3a XL both have that, and it's an awesome feature. I use it often. I don't mind the polycarbonate unibody. It still has the Pixel 3 frosted back look to it, which looks great. Can't really tell that it's plastic until you hold it, and it makes the entire phone much lighter and feels comfortable to hold. You can always throw a case on it, and I had mine in a case since day one, and I have to say, I really like the Google Pixel 3 case. So much that I ended up buying one for my Pixel 3 XL. So the 5.6-inch OLED display feels a bit small to me since I got used to the larger 6.3-inch display on the Pixel 3 XL. The display on the Pixel 3a looks good, the whites are cooler and tend to look brighter than on the Pixel 3 XL where they look warmer. And it's easier to tell in person than in the video, but both displays still look really good. For the past weeks, I've been enjoying watching videos on it. The stereo speaker on the Pixel 3a are not as strong as on the Pixel 3 XL, but they are enjoyable. The earpiece doubles as a speaker, although it sounds much lower than the bottom speaker. It still provides a good listening experience. The phone calls are clear and I sound clear to the person on the other side. I haven't experienced any issues with my data like I did with the Pixel 3 XL, so that is great. So the size of the Pixel 3a is probably a perfect size for many of you. To me it seems small because I enjoy playing Pubg Mobile on my phone, and a larger screen helps me spot enemies easier and I have more area to move my thumb around. And we'll talk more about gaming on this in a few seconds. For reading emails, texting, and watching videos is a perfect size, and I can comfortably use it one-handed. You will find many features from the Pixel 3 on the Pixel 3a, like Screen Call, which honestly has been great to deter spam calls. You also get the Flip to Shush, which silences all notifications when you flip the phone face down. It also has a Squeeze feature, which is tied down to Google Assistant, and I'm glad to see it on here. I use it a lot, although you do have to unlock your phone for almost any simple task now, but it's still a really fast way to trigger Google Assistant. The Pixel 3a also has a really good haptic vibration motor, and it gives the phone a really good interaction experience while texting or surfing the web. It's something very subtle, but it does make quite a difference, at least to me it does. Now carrying over to the performance, the Snapdragon 670 has been performing good. The Pixel 3a can handle Pubg Mobile. It isn't buttery smooth as with the Pixel 3 XL, at times I do encounter some frame drops after hours of playing on it, but the Pixel 3a is a very capable phone for many games out there. And you can even run the frame rate at Ultra on Pubg, just set the graphics to smooth and then Ultra will show up. I also like to click on colorful, but you don't have to, but I think it looks way better. So in smooth you will lose the shadows and some texture, but it runs well in those settings. You can spot enemies easier, but the downside is you can't see enemies' shadows, so when they're above you on a ledge or a roof you won't see it. But that can somewhat be replaced when you have some good earphones so you can pinpoint the enemy's location by their sound. Now if you don't like that, you can always go back to HD and get the shadows and texture back, but it runs well in both settings. So the screen is a little small for me. I've grown accustomed to the larger displays since I have a larger area to swipe my thumb around when firing compared to the Pixel 3 XL. On the Pixel 3a, I find myself missing the touch buttons often. I'm still adjusting to it. I probably need more time with it to get better with the screen size, so I would recommend the Pixel 3a XL. So after playing Pubg Mobile for a couple of hours, the phone does get warm, but you don't feel it if you have a case on it, and it does get warm within 1 hour of playing Pubg, and this is with the brightness set at about 50%. So the 4GB of RAM on the Pixel 3a has been decent just like on the Pixel 3. If I exit Pubg Mobile to go reply to an email or a text message and then I click back onto the Pubg Mobile, it has to reload it most of the time. To avoid this, I have to make sure to close all my apps before I open Pubg Mobile, and then that way it doesn't happen. So I am getting an average of 4.5 hours to 5 hours of screen on time with 18 hours of battery life. This is with GPS and Bluetooth always on since I have it connected to a smartwatch and with always on display turned on. And also with about an hour of playing Pubg. Now without Pubg consuming so much battery, I managed 6 hours and 45 minutes of screen on time. And it's all thanks to the small battery consumption that the Snapdragon 670 sips, which is pretty impressive. This phone will probably last the average consumer about 2 days, which is incredible, but it really all depends on your usage. So the Pixel 3a does like the wireless charging feature, which the majority of people seem to like, but I don't mind not having wireless charging since I don't use it at all. But if you do need that feature and are planning to try out the Pixel experience, the Pixel 3 has a $200 discount right now. I believe it's going for $600 on the Google store. I'm not sure how long it will last, but I'll leave the link in the description below in case you want to check it out. So the good thing is that the Pixel 3a does support fast charging, and within 15 minutes you will get 25% of battery charge. What's keeping the Pixel 3a a solid phone is the impressive camera. It's just as good as the Pixel 3 XL, it's difficult to tell them apart at times. They both produce stunning pictures with very sharp detail and high contrast. So the portrait mode and the night sight are what really has impressed me the most about the Pixel camera. Every picture I capture in portrait mode is really good most of the time. So I have not experienced any shutter lag on the Pixel 3a, and I believe there's a forum out there with people having that issue, and that really sucks if you're trying to get a quick picture. But my Pixel 3a camera performance has been great so far. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and show you a couple of pictures that I took with the Pixel 3a, and then I will also show you some night sight picture comparison with the Pixel 3 XL. So after playing with the Pixel 3a for a couple of weeks, I think it's worth it for the price if you're looking for a phone running stock Android that will be among the first to get the newest Android updates, and if you will be taking advantage of the incredible camera. And if you plan on doing some gaming on it, I would suggest going for the Pixel 3a XL for the bigger screen. In my opinion, the Pixel 3a meets the expectation of a lot of consumers. It has an excellent camera, good battery life with fast charging, and overall runs smoothly for basic apps that the average user runs like Instagram, Snapchat, and so on. Alright, so that concludes today's video. Thank you all for watching. Leave a like if you found the video helpful, and subscribe for more tech related videos, and I will talk to you on the next one.